Hello friends, here the Diwali comes again, and we photographers have a great opportunity to click and make our portfolio one step ahead. The Diwali 2020, we think of clicking on some exciting images and celebrate with our best DSLR or mirrorless cameras. Diwali gives us lots of opportunities to click awesome images in all categories of photography from street to candid, landscape to skyscapes. Sometimes Diwali makes photographers confused what to click. Let's watch. Here are some pictures those were I shoot in the past and I will share with you what will be required to shoot these type of the images. But first I want to tell you which type of the camera accessories we need most. Any camera you can use, even you can shoot with your mobile. You need a tripod. I normally use Manfrotto 190 series tripod. It is a steady and in lightweight. I have already added the link in the description. Remote control for the camera. I am using Nikon MC-DC2 remote release code. You can also use your mobile as a remote control if your camera support mobile wireless tether. How can you control your camera with your mobile? You can also find the link in description. Card is inserted above. In any festival, all religious places, buildings, government offices are lighted with the lights. So it always attracts photographer capture in their cameras. Like them, I also love to capture fully lit buildings or historical places. I live in Amritsar, a city famous for rich food and golden temple. In food, Shahi Paneer, Gulab Jamun, Jalebi, Kheer, and world famous Amritsari Kulcha or Naan. Golden Temple has very elaborate arrangements for Diwali celebrations, which include special lighting and fireworks. The aura on Diwali is a completely different in Amritsar. I always love to shoot in Golden Temple on Diwali festival. So this image I have taken on Diwali before fireworks began. I used tripod here. My camera settings are manual. I tried couple of the shot with the aperture value 22. Small aperture is more important here to get sharp and crispy image and also get more depth of field. Normally when we use small aperture like 18 to 22, our shutter value should be fast. But in this case, if your shutter value will be increased, image will stay underexposed. So I experimented this image with a slow shutter speed. This picture was taken on the shutter speed of the 6 seconds, aperture value 22 and ISO is a 200. If you are using tripod, you have no need to raise the ISO. If any case you are in the crowd or you are forced to take picture with the handheld camera, you can raise your ISO in some extent. Because more you raise your ISO, more your picture will have noise. I have already uploaded video on ISO, so I have added the card above. Burning diva or burning candle is another subject that attracts to the photographer to shoot on Diwali. So again you need your camera, tripod and remote control for shutter release. If you have a flash, put this into your bag and never think to use for the candle photography. If you are a newbie, you can use night mode in your camera. Honestly, I never used it. If you have not remote control, you can also use self timer of your camera. Use tripod to avoid camera shake and avoid raising high ISO. If any case you raise the ISO, watch my tutorial. How can you reduce noise in Lightroom by using ISO presets? Card is inserted above. In this image, I used aperture f18 and used shutter speed into 1.5 seconds. Also underexposed -1 stop to highlight only burning part. ISO value still 100 and shooting mode is a manual and camera is a D7000. The second shot was taken in auto shooting mode and camera automatically set higher ISO to 320 and choose aperture f5.6 and shutter speed set to 1.5 second. If I will take this shot manually, 5.6 will not my choice and on the same time and ISO will be 100. If you watch the first shot, frames are more softer than the second one and look more romantic. But everyone has their own outlook and requirement. Now I am come to the main pictures that every photographer, either he is a beginner, amateur or professional, love to shoot fireworks. Shooting fireworks not an easy job. We need same gears those we needed to shoot in the above shots. Tripod, camera remote control or self timer. For fireworks mostly we shoot in the sky so our focusing scale mostly on infinity. So we have no need aperture like 22 or 18, it should be between f8 to f16. If you are using point to shoot camera, then you have no need to focus. But in DSLR camera, you need to focus, but you don't have time to focus. So here are some tips. Focus on the direction where the fireworks continuously coming and set the focus manually. It is almost near about infinity scale if you are shooting in the sky. If your lens or camera has a VR means vibration reduction or IS means image stabilization, turn it off because your camera is naturally stabilized on the tripod. Camera image stabilization system will be confused. Also always shoots fireworks of the others for the great shots. Terrace is the best place to capture fireworks. In these images, I also took shots from my terrace. In first picture, I used aperture f16, shutter speed is a 1:5 second and ISO is a 200. In the second picture, I taken shot without tripod and my aperture is the same f16, shutter speed raised to 130 seconds and also I raised ISO value into 500. This image I have taken a long time ago. Camera was Nikon D70 and aperture is 5.6. I took this image from the terrace. Shutter speed is a 1:30 seconds and ISO is again 500. You can also make your images more creative by compositing of the sky if your sky is a normal. In these images, I shoot two images. I like the fireworks of the picture but foreground is a very messy and I didn't like it. See how I use this sky in other picture. First I am opening an image of golden temple with the black sky. Then go to the file menu and go to the sky replacement. Sky replacement feature only available in the new Photoshop 2021. Otherwise you can do it manually. I have already imported the sky that I wanted to add. As I select my desired sky, you can see sky was replaced with the fireworks. It is a great feature. If you want to know more about sky replacement, you can see my latest video on the sky replacement. Card is inserted above. That's all for now. If you have any questions or queries, you can leave comments here or Instagram for the quickest replies. Wishing you the best of light and happiness this Diwali. Thanks for watching.